guys, Tara here. So gardening this week, we are going to clean up some of the ones that have done flowering, like the sunflowers, and clean it up, feed some of it to the animals, and just kind of tidy up a little, harvest some of the tomatoes that the plants look like they're done, and they'll just ripen on the counter inside. And yeah, just kind of wander around, check it out, and see what is going on out here. I know the cone flowers have all gone to seed now. We'll just watch for the pods to be ready and then we'll spread them. So all these cone flowers when they're done flowering, and once the seeds have developed, oh, I see a red pepper there. And we'll just do some harvesting around there. Basil should be ready soon to go to seed. I see a bunch more coming, but of course we'll just plant it right back into the garden for next year. Harvest the chives maybe, and yeah, clean it up a little. There's Fernando. Come on, kids! See what happens when they notice I'm in the garden. Come on, kids! Call them, Fernando. Where are they all? Come and get it! Come get some Swiss chard. Oh, there we go. They're like, yay! Nothing like some fresh veggies. Oh, you can hear them munching down. All right, I'll go get you more. So I have noticed that this carrot is almost at seed. So we'll leave the carrots to bloom and then we'll just replant them in this same area for next year. Okay, so some of those sunflowers are actually looking like they're going to give a good flower. So I'm going to leave these guys here on this end and hopefully they'll give me a good flower. This opens this all up. You see how these are all really gone to seed. So I want to collect those seeds and just start harvesting what has grown in the garden, feeding it to the animals or getting and collecting seeds. So now the tomatoes are all cleaned out for the season. There we go. I still have a zucchini down there that's still producing, so we'll leave that. And that is my tomato harvest for this year for the counter. So it is quite a bit less than normal. This year there was a browning that happened on the tomato plants and a lot of the greenery was gone. My tomato plants and hollyhocks were affected, so I'm thinking it's some sort of rust. So I'll look into that for treatment for the soil for the next season. If it's one thing you guys know I love, it's the wildlife in my garden. This one was under the tomatoes. Okay. All frogs are Freds, all toads are Teds in my garden. Love them. We'll put them, well, let's just move them to this tomato. If you like the tomato. They're very sticky feet. Whoop! There you go. It's hanging on there. Get your bum up. There you go. Hit your bum. There you go. Enjoy. So I cleaned out the tomatoes in the greenhouse. Also eliminated the cucumbers that were growing up. I have left the strawberry spinach as it will reseed itself, providing more for next year. So those will come up all through here. The catnip in the greenhouse is flowering, so we'll pot that next spring when it comes up. All the little things that will come up in the greenhouse now in the spring will be potted and used for sale. So there's some red cross that popped up there, so I will harvest those seeds and also plant them around so that I can pot them in the spring and use them. I have left the peppers. They are still doing well in here, and there's quite a few peppers growing, so we'll leave them and see how they do. That, other than the zucchinis down the far end, the only thing left in the greenhouse is the peppers to be looked after. So I'll probably turn off the sprinkler systems as well, just because we're getting dew every night, which at this point would be enough for the plants, other than the tomatoes, which I can run down and water this main aisle. But everything else is perennial and can handle just the seasonal rain and whatnot, which is the goal of my garden. I want to be able to get it to a point where we actually don't have to water at all, and it still provides us with fruit and vegetables and whatnot. So I see a couple raspberries. They're starting to come, but they are a little funky looking, so we'll give them... Oh, that landed on Turbo. Turbo, turn around, get the raspberry. And we'll see how... Usually the first couple are a little funky looking, just because I think the bees and whatnot get... Woohoo! Don't lose it, Tara. Oh. And then the animals enjoy it too. And why not a little cancer fighting berries for them? All right, well, I think that's gonna wound it up for today. I am going to dispose of my tomato leaves. I usually harvest them or compost them in a spot where I don't have the animals, as they are of the nightshade family. And I will take up my tomato hull and I will wash them up, get rid of the slug juice on them. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. Bye-bye.